Another day in paradise. It's another day in paradise. It's another day in paradise. It's another day in paradise. Here, there's a new version of Reflections. Look at that. Look at that. There's a new version of Reflections. It just came out. Was it yesterday? It's already yesterday's news. It's already. No, just kidding. If you guys didn't know, it's probably in your mailbox if you haven't gone to pick it up. It was yesterday or something. Yeah, cool. Put that away over there. Just to do a quick recap of what was going on yesterday. Yesterday was a bad day. It was a bad, horrible, terrible, very, 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 very poor day. So anyway, I was trying to do a lot of cool things, including getting DJI to run on this computer. The DJI simulator did not run on the computer, and again, the reason why it did not was not because the thing itself didn't run. It's because I needed it to run with my remote, and my remote would not get picked up. So one of the funny things there with that is that the simulator seems to have simulator controls for pretty much most of DJI products, but for some reason it didn't have this particular controller right here, which may be the reason why it doesn't work. Because this is DJI Mini 2 controller, which is an amazing thing. It's all over the channel. I use it all the time. It's one of my absolute favorite things ever that I've got. And it's the first camera drone, the sort of semi-pro is probably what you call these things these days, that I ever owned and started doing videos. It was the first camera drone that I ever had which had a decent camera on it. Again, you guys see a lot of the other ones that I fly around sometimes. Also amazing. But that was the one that started the whole thing. So anyway, when you stick this here into the computer, I'm not sure if you have to turn it on first or stick it in first. I don't know. Either way, it doesn't work. So when you stick it in, you get these four. Can't even get that much math right. So you get 4 of these things, and then they start doing that. Then you can press and then long press, and it turns on, and then they start flashing that way. So theoretically, once that's done, your computer should see it, right? Of course. So you go over here. I think it's this one. You go look for that thing. Oh, remember how I disabled all this crap? It's back. I disabled all this crap. The only thing that's, I don't know. It's a pain in the butt. So there's this thing called Setup USB Controller. And usually when you hit that thing, it should know what it is. Oh, and this is the first time ever that it tells me that something is in there. But what is this? What it has detected is the Interlink DX, which is the Spectrum remote. And that is the only thing that it sees. In fact, even if I do advanced and I look through here, it's got none or the thing from Horizon Hobby, which is awesome. So that means it does not detect DJI even exists. So what they tell you in the instructions is you can go get this thing called DJI Assistant. So I went and got it. Hooray. Because I thought that maybe if I did a firmware update, then it would be able to see it something. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. It doesn't seem to pop up anywhere. And the assistant is not running. It's still giving me, oh, okay, finally, the assistant is up and running. It'll give you this thing here that you see there. And then if you go press once and then long press, it should detect it. At least it did yesterday. It might end up making me a liar today. Who knows? It seems to have done something. There it is. Okay, so if it's done correctly, then this is going to show up saying that these are the connected devices. Fantastic. Does that help in any possible way, though? No. I'd had to go through here, and there's this thing. There's the official whatever. So I did the firmware update, and that scares me a little bit because sometimes with latest and greatest, it messes up how your thing flies. So that's what I'm most worried about now is I just really wanted to be able to do the cool thing, which is run the simulator on the computer. And that suggested that I should do an update. And I took a gamble there. And although I did all this, it's still, actually, let's leave it running. It still doesn't pick up the controller. So if you go here where it matters, game controllers, it finds obviously the really good Spectrum, but it does not find the other one, which I need it to. So there's a problem there. And even if I say, okay, well, I'm going to detach the other one and then switch. So let's say maybe it works better off of a hub. Let's try that. I will plug it into a hub. I plugged it into the hub. Let's do this again. Go in here. Again, I disabled all this crap. It's back. That's the beauty of Windows. The beauty of Windows. And you saw how much it improved the system when all of that crap was not running in the background when it came to doing stuff with drones. Okay, so there we go. It doesn't pick anything up because now the only thing that is installed currently is, you can turn it off. And we could even unplug it if we wanted to, plug it up again, and then 1, 2, and still nothing. So that's how lame this is. Again, I really wanted to be able to showcase the simulator because the simulator looks cool, and I've seen a lot of other YouTubers running it. So I was like, yay, I'm going to show you guys something cool and new and DJI so that I could promote DJI. No. Again, the cool thing about this thing here is the settings up here allow for the reduction of stuff pretty easily. It tells you that it's mode 2, which is what we need. At least that's how I fly. Full screen or not full screen, 720 or 1080p, low quality and stuff, which is what I need in order for it to run. Then you go into start. And it takes a really long time. It takes a really long time to get set up. But once it's done all its blah, 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 what matters is that you're supposed to be able to go like this. And this will start the motors, just like you usually are able to do that with a real thing. And then you're supposed to just take off and stuff. So one of the cool things that I always thought about was, you know, when people have the other DJI remotes, most of the remotes I would imagine run on similar technology. I mean, some of them have OcuSync, some of them don't have OcuSync. I'm not sure how important that is, but it'd be cool if, for instance, this would connect up to the DJI FPV air unit or the DJI Avata units. That'd be pretty cool. Because then, for instance, all you would have to do is just buy the goggles and you would still have something to control stuff with. I mean, I think DJI is going towards this strange phase where they're kind of phasing things out and creating new things. And some of the new things are amazing and some of the old things are still super cool. And they're doing actually a lot of good work, I noticed, trying to make things compatible, backwards compatible, which is really important. And I hope they continue to do that because that is something that we all love and care about. I think, skills training, free flight, entertainment, blah, 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 application training. So we could try an application training thing to see how that runs. But you'll notice I'm going to go through some of the things that, oh, wait, went the wrong way. What the heck am I doing? That's not what I was trying to do. Anyway, let's go all the way to the very far left. You go to the very far left, there is something that is missing. Not available in your region. What is that all about? So there are products that are not available in my region. That's strange. Anyhow, so this is the Spark, the DJI Spark. You have the Mavic Air. You have the Mavic Pro. You have the Mavic 2 Pro. Again, this is the closest thing that I thought would be to the Mini, but the camera is completely different, so it's definitely not the same thing. You have the Mavic 2 Zoom. Not that. You have the Mavic 2 Enterprise. You have the Phantom 4 Pro. You have the awesome Inspire 1 Pro. Look at how cool that looks. That looks amazing. You have the Inspire 2. You have the Matrice. There you go. You have all those cool things. For some reason, the DJI Mini 2 or the Mini 3 didn't make it into the simulation. But most importantly, this does not seem to be compatible with it. I tried everything that I could. If anybody has, this is where the YouTube algorithm could really shine if it cared about its users and its community, and if it gave a half a crap about content creators. This is where it would read the text and then it would find me some awesome people who know the answer to that, and they would let me know. So then I could make videos to show off. In the next one or whatever, I could show off how cool it could be, and then I could do videos on DJI's simulator, which is really cool looking and stuff, but I can't run it. So anyway, if YouTube was to update the algorithm to do something cool, that would be it. That would be it. It's probably not. It's probably not going to do that. It's probably not going to do that. It's busy doing other stuff, like triggering people against each other. That it's amazing at. That it is really good at. It's made a career out of it. Anyway. Let's get into what we really want to get into, because that is going to make me, hopefully, put me in a slightly better mood, which is real flights. Real flight. Let's give a quick shout out to Horizon Hobby. Horizon Hobby gave us this awesome thing here that we fly around. Again, if you're going to buy this for yourselves, just remember, guys, buy it with the remote control. You will not be disappointed. In fact, you will be very happy with it, because you didn't have to go through the craziness of trying to figure out how to install the controllers if you have your own third-party controllers. Super good, super seamless. As I said before, all you do is you go in here, set up your USB, blah, 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 and it recognizes it. You don't have to do any of this. This just shows you that it is recognized. That's all. We can finally do some shabouncing and shebanging again, because I finally was able to unlock these two cool things here, which is amazing. I was able to finish this entire course and get all the way to 11. Oh, there's a new one that I have not unlocked. So, wait, okay. Let's try to unlock it then. Let's do that. Gimbal it down a little bit. Press the reset button so it starts us off, and let's see what we can do. The other issue is that annoys me a lot is when that amazing thing gets in the way, and then I accidentally press on stuff that I'm not supposed to. That's the annoying thing there. Whoa. Wow, off to a great start. Well, at least, it hasn't been, it hasn't gone through any post-production or anything. It's live when it fails. It's live when it fails. And a lot of interesting thing that's been going on in recent times is a lot of the singers and stuff, the performers on stage, they'll do that these days. It's just pretty fun. They'll just go on stage and then they'll do a gaffe on purpose, or they'll show that it's not pre-recorded so that the audience knows that they're singing live. I'm not sure if they're using auto-tune or not, but at the very least, it's live. Welcome to the modern age of stuffage. So anyway, that's pretty cool. Woohoo! Look at that. I'm racing around this track. By the way, this is something that you'll notice. Oh, okay. If you do crash while doing your shabouncing or shebanging, you will find that the thing does not continue. So you will have to just restart. Oh, wow. Ouch. That was pretty bad. I'm sorry if that upset your stomach while looking through here. Again, I will not snark. I will not snark about people and motion sickness. Again, there are things that make me really nauseous and things that don't. For instance, I can be on boats all day. I can eat on boats, no problem. No motion sickness. Some people get really nauseous on boats. But you put me on a kiddie. You put me on a kiddie ride at Universal Studios, and I will puke my guts out. I will. It's true. So anyway, I wonder if any of you cool people have gone to Universal Studios as of late and checked out some of the fun rides. Let me tell you one ride that you should avoid. You should avoid like the plague. Do not go on the Mummy ride. If you are a weakling, the Mummy ride, if you suffer from motion sickness, is going to be the one that really does it. The one that really does it. In fact, I eventually did go on the Harry Potter ride, as I said before, but the Mummy ride I avoided like the plague because I knew about that one. Next time I go to Universal Studios, I probably will not go into that one. The other kiddie ride is not as bad. It's not as bad as the what do you call that one? The one with Gru and Despicable Me. That one is not as bad. I mean, it still grabs you, lifts you up, and shakes around your stomach and contents, but it's not as bad as the Harry Potter one. The Harry Potter one is more lively, let's put it that way. And so that one will shake out your tubes. So anyway, thought that I might just point that out. Again, like some people, they go on it, they're like, yeah, no problem at all. I want to go again, and they might do the same ride 5 times in a row. And if you did get that cool pass, the VIP pass, then you can do that, and you can get access to that really quickly, much more quickly than you would if you had to wait in all the different lines. So yeah. Anyway, I don't know if I can beat this, guys. I'm struggling a lot with it. Again, not a racer, not a speed demon when it comes to FPV. I think I'm doing a little better than when I first started, but again, if you've seen what the real racers can do, it is amazing. It is amazing. It's like split-second decisions. It's a blur. The gates are a blur when they go through those things. Also, for the purposes of not making everybody who's watching puke, I try to make this as soft and as smooth as I can while I go through these. But the skill is not there. So it takes a while. Oh, that was another shabounce, and that was too much of a shabounce, which is a new sport, as I said. It's the new sport that I invented. It's very unpopular. It's very unpopular, like everything else that I invent. I've heard in popular circles, I heard that it's very unpopular. Okay, there we go. Let's get out there. Whoa, shabounce, shabounce, hit the flag. So this is going to be interesting if I can actually get through all these. There is a total of 16 gates that I need to go through. And let's face it, that's a lot of gates to go through. You need to be quite impeccable to be able to go through 16 gates in a row. What the heck? I thought I was through there for sure. I was not even close to be through there. So, whoa. Sorry, guys. I forgot about the Delta. The Delta's battery is just not what it's used to. It's just not what it used to be. So, sorry about that. Luckily, I realized, it's like, and the rest of the show was about the kitchen ceiling. And the rest of the show is all about the kitchen ceiling. So, oh well. Oh wow. Come back to me. Come back to life. Here it goes. Awesome. Awesome. So luckily I realized, otherwise, as I said before, the whole show would have been about the kitchen ceiling. Yeah. Wait, start it again, because you need about 2 minutes to do 16 gates. If you're actually gonna do it properly, you're gonna need the full two minutes to get through 16 gates. Especially if you're not a fast pilot or you're trying to do this without. If you're not a fast pilot, you will need the full 2 minutes to get through this course. So let's do that. Here we go. No. Too close. That last bounce was too strong. I probably wrecked the prop at that point. Probably wrecked a prop at that point. But anyway, I wonder what's going to happen with DJI and the Avata, and whether the next version of the Avata is going to be even cooler than it is. It is already pretty cool, especially if you put some certain cool add-ons onto it to fix all the problems that it had out of the box. So you can make it even better than it is out of the box by buying the right equipment. So that's cool. That there are companies that made aftermarket products that can really fix everything that wasn't going on so well. And I think part of the reason for that is that DJI, for the longest time, has always made drones. Has always made drones with amazing motors, very stable, and blah 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 blah. All the whole 9 yards, basically. But the Avata, with the Avata, they went and they did something completely different, something completely out of their comfort zone, because number one, they used propellers with five blades. That's very uncommon. In fact, I don't think that there have ever been DJI products with 5-bladed props. The other thing that they did was completely out of their comfort zone, was they made a drone with props facing down. Never really been a fan of drones with props facing down, because in the old days, right, they had those things, hovercrafts and stuff, and how they were able to stabilize things was by creating a skirt to go with it. So since the Avata does not have a skirt, when it's very low to the ground, it becomes relatively unstable. Which is normal. It's just you can't really go around physics. Physics is physics. It's why one of my favorite drones, Flipper, SpeedyB Flex 25 also is very unstable compared to my Atom RC Seagull, because the props on that one are facing up. So DJI did something really, really strange and new and different, and in some ways did a fantastic job, and in other ways paid the price for doing something wacky and out of the norm. Also because the majority of the propellers that they made, for the most part, even their previous FPV, were pointing upwards and not pointing downwards. So basically they had everything down to a science when it came to a certain thing, and they tried something completely new and different. And sometimes you end up as a company paying the price for that, even though the product is good. I mean, product is good. The product is good. Again, as I said before in so many different videos, if the Avata had come out, let's say five years earlier, for instance, there would have been no controversy over it at all. There would have been no controversy at all over it. It would have just been the coolest thing ever, and nobody would have said a negative word about it. Do 16 gate, guys. This is, I barely beat the previous level, so I didn't know this level existed. Whoa. Completely wiped out there. I should be able to do this no problem, but apparently not right now. I'm pretending to be a hovercraft here with a shabouncing to see if I can do this a little better. It slows you down. It slows you down. That's why. But if you hit too hard, if you hit too hard, then it messes you up like the way I did. So it's great. I invented a sport that I'm not good at. Oh, isn't that funny and ironic all at the same time? You invent a new sport that you're not good at. I bet there'd be some really good kids. Oh, come on, man. What was that? Gate 3, gate 4? Can't even get. How close do I need to get? Okay. Aiming. Roll high. Come on, we could do this maybe. Did I break a prop? No, it's still going. Still going strong. Mind you, if I was flying the Avata, this would be so much easier because that thing is stable. There's a video of somebody. Oh, come on. There's a video of somebody flying the Avata inside a fridge. Can you imagine that? It is so stable that it will fly inside your fridge. Of course, you're gonna need to have enough space. It can't be one of those mini fridges or anything. But there's somebody out there who made a video of them flying the Avata inside a fridge. I don't know that you could do that with any other FPV. Whoa! Like you could do that with any other FPV drone. You may be able to do it inside an elevator that's got more space. But oh, come on. This is just sad. Yesterday I was flying so much better. I was able to fly so much better. Right now it's terrible. It's terrible. I just keep hitting the sides on the thing. Okay, let's try it one more time. Okay, we're gonna go slow and controlled. Slow and controlled, that's the name of the game. Slow and controlled. Slow and controlled. That was slow and controlled, guys. That was so unexpected. I thought for sure I was getting that one. Slow and controlled. Slow and controlled, but wide, apparently, is what we're getting here today. Slow and controlled, but super wide. Okay, here we go. So I noticed that a lot of the super racers, what they do in this case is if they can't hit it straight, so if they can't do this, and they've overshot it a little bit, they will just go around it. Because the cool thing about these is it doesn't matter which way you go into the gate, it would seem. I mean, I don't know if in the real races, never been a racer, never been in a real race with FPV. I would love to go check out some of the races someday and hang out. Apparently there's a new park that they're creating recently that is designed specifically for FPV racers. So that's something that's new, and that they've started. I think there's a Kickstarter campaign and stuff. So somebody is creating a thing, an area designated for FPV pilots. It's not one of those model of aeronautics thingy majig. It's done by some people who are just really passionate about FPV, and if that works out, they were saying that maybe they may decide to expand that to more places, where you would have like a real park dedicated for FPV pilots. So it'll have all this kind of cool things, and so very exciting stuff for the FPV community, that people are doing that. Because I mean, if you go to the park and stuff, you won't have these kinds of gates and stuff unless you can provide your own. So that requires a lot of setup and stuff. You have to buy the gates, you have to install the gates. So it can be like a party event, but unless you have somewhere to go that's already set up for you, it does make it a lot of work to get up and running. Which is why I love this simulator so much. You can pretend to be a racer. I mean, play pretend, and you won't wreck any drones for real. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna say you could do this. I've seen people do that a lot. Whoa! There it goes. I've overshot by a mile, so I can just try to do this. Try to aim back, and back we go. There's one more over there. Try to aim, take it easy through. No problem. Now we're gonna have big problems because that one is difficult to get to. And I just tank it. Wow. No. Can't even get through the first one. I guess I got worse as it went on. So these drones can go really, really, really fast. Which is what you're witnessing right here. I'm going so fast that I cannot control the angles, and I don't know how that's new. That's new. So yesterday I also showed you guys how cool, it is to fly on the Avata on the DJI iPhone app. That is probably the coolest thing that I've done in a while. Again, I wish I could just install my DJI thingamajig controller, RC remote. Everyone calls those things a little different. But anyway, I wish I could just install that and then play that on the iPhone. That would be cool if I could do that. I don't know if that's doable in any way. I could try it and let you guys know if you can do that. Because that'd be cool, because I don't particularly like the controls. Just thumbing it directly on the screen, because it kind of covers up part of what you're seeing. But again, I got pretty good at it in the end. I was able to beat the first level or whatever pretty well yesterday. After a minor amount of minutes of tinkering and getting used to the controls, I was able to do that. So, wow, I've got 10. Okay, here's another one. Oh, I'm going to miss it, so I'm going to go this way. Try not to miss it. We've got 35 seconds to finish this thing. How many more gates? Oh, a lot more gates. This is going to be impossible. We've only got 12. Only got 12. Only got 12. 14 out of 16. That's when it all goes bad and it crashes. 2 left. 2 left. So maybe I can do it. So long as I don't lose my cool towards the end, I could do it. And if I stopped doing that, that would help too. So let's try this one more time. Again, this is a great way to get people to work on their anger, for instance. If you can do all this and not smash the computer screen, not throw the controller across the room, then you're pretty good at. You got to be pretty good at stuff, controlling your emotions. No. Back in the day. I used to play video games, as I said a couple of times, with one of my friends, my friend Tim. And it was not hilarious in the sense that sometimes he would get pretty angry with stuff. He was very good at video games. In fact, if he had a YouTube channel, that would be popular. He was really, really funny. He was really funny. Whoa. But from time to time, when the game would really be like out of control, he would lose his mind and slam the controller. Slam that controller. Which is how I know that PlayStation controllers, let me tell you guys, are strong. They're made army strong. They're made army strong. PlayStation controllers. Other controllers, I don't know, would survive that kind of abuse. So anyway, oh, you guys excited for the holidays? You having a fun time? Are you guys doing cool things for the holidays? Oh wow, I thought I was gonna miss that for sure. I'm very surprised that I went through there and survived that. Dude, I'm super hungry. This morning I did another live stream from in front of the Apple store. It's funny. Because for once the autofocus was working great. Got some free publicity there. I'm sure that YouTube is going to piss me off. As it does with things. The other day, like, I was promoting pink. Pink isn't just my favorite color. As Aerosmith. God. So hard to talk these days. So, pink is my favorite color. Not just like Aerosmith might say, but also an amazing artist. And so we had the song, one of her latest releases, I Will Never Not Dance Again. Really cool. So anyway, got a copyright claim strike for that. I knew I was. I was just playing. No. Oh, come on. 13. 13's my record. It's either 13 or 14. One of those is my record here. I thought for sure this was going to be the time that I made it through, but not yet. Okay, let's try to do this. Yes, baby. So we got 4. At least we got 4. We got 4. That's not bad. 4 is not bad. Never hit these sideways. Never hit those sideways. I noticed that every time I hit them sideways, I tend to really not do well. Well, okay, let's get this one too. No problem. I'm going to go around this way to make sure that I hit it straight and not sideways. Got it. Next one. Let's make sure we don't hit it sideways. Got it. Oh, that was close. That was way too close for comfort, that one. Okay, so we got 10. Got 10. 10 out of 16. Come on. 10 out of 16. Can we do 12? Can we do 12? Come on. We're going to auction this off. We're going to auction off the results here to the highest bidder. And we do 13. 13. We got 13. And we do 14. 14's my record. 14. Can we do 15? Do 15. 15 is my record. Can we just do it all? Can we just beat the game? Shabam! I thought I was definitely not going to hit the last one. That was a fluke there. That was a fluke. Oh, there's a level 12, so we did unlock it. I didn't know there was a level 12, but now we know. There is a level 12, guys. Awesome. Let's see if we could... There's some of that shabouncing. That's what you came here for. That shabouncing. Over the Spectrum flag, look at that. If that's not good advertising right there, I don't know what is. Go, baby. Overshot by a mile. Shabangy bangy. So let's go. Wait a second. Oh, it also wants 16 of these. Oh, I was about to say, this is so much easier than the previous exercise. Stop talking, man. Stop talking. So much easier than the previous exercise. And then I did what I did. Okay. Yeah, buddy. Boom. We got 5 out of 16. Come on. This is where the... Oh. Yeah, that's where the shabounce got me there. I thought I was going to shabounce. Slow it down a little bit so that I can make through. But you gotta hit these things straight. Sideways is not ideal here. Shabounce. Oh. Come on, come on. We got it. We got this. We've got this. I'm just gonna borrow some of the steel. I'm gonna borrow some of that Mr. Steel skills real quick. Sorry, bro. Hope you're not flying at this time. I'm just borrowing your skills for a second. Here we go. Yes. 11 out of 16. Who knew this would happen? They got what? 12? Come on. Come on. Come on. Down. No. 13 out of 16. I guess, was it the magic luck? The magic luck potion wore off, and I lost my Mr. Steel skills. I lost them. Okay. Back in there. No. Anyway, so some interesting stuff is going on the YouTube, in the YouTube realm. We've got the latest E-Flight Nazgul is out there. It's already causing it's already causing issues. It's already causing issues. Not as many as the issues with the Avata, but it is causing issues. Which is probably why I'm guessing the next version will probably have some new bits in there, heat sinks, or possibly a fan on it on board to save some of the issues that it's having. We'll see. We'll just have to see. We will just have to see. I think more and more companies are realizing that having a fan on board isn't just cool for promotion purposes. You can never have enough fans. But it also means that for long range and stuff like that, especially since you're running the motors for longer, it is probably a better idea to have at least one fan that is cooling properly. Or maybe they will create a if not heat sinks, maybe they'll create another system for cooling down motors and VTXs, the bit of hardware, the bit of hardware that is required to get cameras to run smoothly on drones and other vehicles. Come on, I really want to be able to beat this, but the way that it's going, I won't be able to. And it's not because this is a more difficult thingy than the other one. This is definitely not more difficult than the other one. What it is I need to be very consistent in my ability to go through these gates, and clearly that is not something that I'm doing well at right now. Come on. No. Come on, 10 out of 16. 10 out of 16. Can I do 11? Can I do 11? See, if I was flying the Avata, it would have just bounced right back with the I would have had turtle mode, prop guards to save me, but this is not that kind of drone. It's just not. Ouch. So it'll be interesting to see if the next, or the Gen 2 Avata is going to have props facing up. I have a strong feeling that they probably will do that because they don't want to deal with the issue with the tumble thing. At least if that was my company and we'd had a kerfuffle of the magnitude that we did with one product, I don't think I would make the next product with props facing down. But again, I'm not DJI, so I don't know what they will do. But I wouldn't. That would be my advice to DJI. I would not put the SD card reader in that same spot, and I would definitely have props facing up. I would do the same. I would do the same kind of thing that they've done. I mean, it looks cool. It really looks cool. I mean, it looks fancy. It looks cool. So you got to get them props. Hats off 100% for how cool the Avata looks. Whoa. And they probably will have to go. But again, I think that's kind of the trend that it's going for. So if you think about it, if you do the math, then you probably will realize that their first FPV drone was about 800 grams. The second one, the Avata, is 400, so the next one should be under 250. It just seems the natural course of way things work. So again, when I say stuff, it's going to be unpopular, but I think that's how it's going to go. If it doesn't trend that way, you guys can always get back to me and say, see, I told you so. It wasn't, but pretty sure it's going that way. Let's take a look at this one real quick. We'll probably end the live there to see how it goes, but it is interesting how things go. Anyway, there's a theory. There's theory, not the theory of everything, the theory of why everything fails eventually. And the theory why things eventually fail is, one is people tend to get bored of stuff, you know. People tend to get bored of stuff. Not me in general. Like, I'm so happy with Real Flight 9.5S and Real Flight Evolution that I could just keep playing this endlessly. There's just so much going on here. There's so many different vehicles and stuff like that. That it is just enough for me, and it's just so much fun and stuff. But most people are not like me in any way, shape, or form. They get easily bored. They get easily distracted and stuff. So I mean, I get easily distracted. I get easily distracted too, by these guys, by cute puppies, by dogs, kittens. But when it comes to products and stuff, as you can see here, this is my favorite phone. The only reason why I'm not live streaming from that phone is because YouTube does not actually have compatibility with that phone. The other day I streamed from the iPhone 5 SE. That is still capable of live streaming. So that's how much I like this kind of technology. I'm not just going to throw it out because so that's one of the things, right? Some people are the ones that are like me. There's like maybe five out there in the world. For instance, I love phones with a small form factor. I love phones with a small form factor. I like being able to put it in my pocket, not feel like it's a huge bulky device. It also looks better in your pants and stuff. Like if you're gonna do a photo shoot and stuff, they're probably gonna tell you to take everything out of your pants and stuff to make it look cooler and stuff. You probably could get away with doing a photo shoot and having an iPhone 5, the original, or a C. You could, because it's so not bulky that you probably won't be able to notice that it's in there. But try the latest mini, for instance. Oh, come on, man. It says, look, 11. Well, can't see. Let me just look at this right here. I had 11. Let me get this straight. Let me slow down. I had 11 out of 12 rings done, and I would have been able to beat it if this hadn't happened right here. An expected error occurred. Would you like to send an error report to Real Flight? I would. There you go. Done. Come on, man. We can try it one more time. To see if I can beat that level or not. We'll see. We shall see. It's taking a long time. Oof. Okay, if it doesn't load up quickly enough, and if I need to be able to do this in one go, okay? Let's pretend for a second that I am at the field. I'm getting ready for a photo shoot for Honda, Toyota. I don't know. Ford's pretty cool. Tesla, but some people don't like it now because of the elephant in the room. A Lotus commercial, or you know what I'd really like to do is go go shoot some stuff at a drift car race. I do believe that the Toyota has a drift car. I don't remember if it's Toyota or Honda. One of those places has a drift racing track here in California. Here in California. I don't know how California is still California. Whoa. What? Okay. There's a star over there. I don't know. Did I get a gold star? I don't know what that's all about. Did I get a gold star? I don't know. Maybe I got a gold star because I couldn't pass the level because it crashed and they unlocked the next one for me. I don't know. Does that happen? Okay, that's enough. That's enough for today. That's enough. That's enough for today. That is enough for today. I said I was going to go out and do a photo shoot and I would be able to pass the whole next level in one go, but then I changed it to the next level. It's not the same one that I was just doing, so I have no idea what's going on here. Where's what and how's what and where's how? Where's the next one? Here's where I lose it. I'm about to lose the plot here. I'm about to lose the plot. No, it's lagging. It's lagging. It's lagging. It's screaming at me saying the graphics card can't tackle it anymore. Oh, come on, man. I knew I should have gone down, but then I was like, I'm not sure. And then by the time I was sure, I know that it's going to lag, and I'm correcting the lag here. Where's the next? Oh, it's a triangle. The magic triangle. What just happened? What just happened? I only had 15 seconds, so I wasn't going to make it anyway, but still. What just happened? Okay, it's done. It's done, guys. It's done. It's no longer flyable at this point. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys... I was about to go into the theory of why everything fails. But that's it for today. Before we go, we're going to thank the squirrels for being squirrely. There we go. It's going to be a fast ending here. Remember to be ballsy, guys. Remember to be ballsy. Go nuts. And if you see a tree, like the one that I saw today at the Spectrum, you know there's enough balls there to please a whole community. Anyway, thanks again, guys, for sending me. Thanks, Horizon Hobby, for sending me this really cool thing, Real Flight Evolution. Let's say thank you to all the amazing channels in the back as well. Do me a solid, and for Christmas, go and sign up and subscribe to their channels. And say thank you to Shungmei. Thank you for Excellent. Thank you for Dido Miso, Color Farm, Doll. And remember to register your products at horizonhobby.com because you could get free cool brand swag. Should it ever arrive at my address, I'll let you know about it. But this is where you get it. It's from horizonhobby.com/register. And with that beautiful image, I'm going to see you guys in the next.